We want to tell you how we have made thousands using our credit cards.
Yes, thousands, literally.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Therapeutic Finance. I'm Broderick.
And I'm Naja.
And once again, we're coming back with you to give you some ideas. So first things first, I want to start us with a disclaimer. Never,
Ever
pay interest on your credit cards. We do not pay any interest on any of these credit cards. Please do not pay interest on any of your credit cards. Credit card debt is one of the worst possible things you can get into because the interest rates on those are 17, 24, 25%.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, okay? Like, please do not use your credit card and pay interest.
So we wanted to make sure we put that out first. We're not paying interest. Please, you don't do that either. You'll be going backwards instead of forward.
Yeah, and we are all for, making some money.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to lose it unnecessarily to interest.
Yeah, we're here trying to bring up ideas on how to build wealth, not tear it down.
Right.
So the first thing we want to talk about is, how do these credit cards bring us thousands of dollars? The first way that these credit cards make us money is with sign-up bonuses. We take full advantage of the sign-up bonuses and the reward points for the things that we buy. I know that we have one company there's like two companies that will do, you sign up, you get the card. After you spend $500, they will give you $200 cash back. I think there's another company that same ordeal, spend $500, they'll give you $250 cash back. You have other companies that you spend $1,000 and they will give you $200 or $250 or $300. It just all depends on the companies. And I forgot to mention that these are over a 3-month period of time. Anybody that's spending money on anything consistently is gonna spend $500 in 3 months.
Oh, most definitely.
That's nothing to do. So we consider that free money when you sign up for a car and they will give you $200 for spending $500 in 3 months. I mean, I could spend it in 2 weeks, less than that. I mean,
easily.
Depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, and these are things that we would buy ordinarily. We don't buy anything that we wouldn't buy otherwise, so that's another thing. A lot of times we get credit cards and spend because we have it, but like I said, if you don't have it, don't spend it. And yeah, don't just buy things that you wouldn't normally buy.
Yes, that's a great point. So at no point are we saying, because you have to meet a certain amount of spend to get these points, to go and spend money just because. The things that we buy there are things that we would have needed anyways. We need gas for the car. We need food. We're gonna go out to eat. We're going to
Shop online.
These are things that we're gonna do anyways. And instead of using a debit card or cash, we just use our credit cards, okay? And I mean, it goes back to what she said earlier. We don't buy anything we wouldn't have bought anyways. I'm not saying you get a card that says spend $1,000 in 3 months. You don't go and buy you a new go-kart or the new PlayStation 5 because, hey, I got to spend this money on something you wouldn't have bought anyways. It's all on things you would have bought anyways, because back to the principle we talked about first, never pay interest. When do you pay interest? When you can't pay back the money that you used your credit card for. So you're only buying what you would have bought anyways, the things you could afford. Take a guess at how many cards we have. Tell us, baby. Tell them.
Okay, I think I have what? Y'all, this is gonna sound bad. People are like, oh, how many cards do you have? But, I use it responsibly, okay? So don't judge me. I have what, 5 or 6 cards? Yeah.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. I can't
even
count.
keep
It
track.
sounds bad. But when I look at my cards, I can tell you what what I get on that card, like, okay, this was 3% grocery, this one's 5% gas. I got that in check. But if I were to like, I don't know, 5 or 6.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you because I lose count too. I'm actually at 5 or 6, but I do know. I checked today. I have 6 cards total. I tell some people that they look at me crazy, like, what?
Yeah,
because the old heads know that they messed themselves up with credit cards, but we know exactly what we're doing, and we're not paying any interest on these cards. We never will. We have notifications set up, so we know anytime this card is being used. We're taking the proper safety measures. With those 6 cards, how are we making money off of them? So I can't remember everything specifically, but I know that I've had one card, spend $1,000, you get 300 cash back. I have another card, spend 500, get 200. Another card, spend 500, get 200. I had another card, spend 1,000, get 200. Are y'all doing the math? I don't know. I can't keep up with it. And I had another card that was whatever you have, we'll match it at the end of the year. I'm not doing the math in my head on how much that is, but when you factor in the sign-up bonuses that we've gotten off these cards to go along with the reward points that we make for using, okay, this is 5% on gas here, this is 3% on grocery here, this is 5% on restaurants here. When you add all that up, in the span of a year, we have hundreds of dollars in cash back just on those cards. And all we did was use the card instead of our credit card instead of a debit card or cash. Tell them about some of the sign-up bonuses you had. I know recently you just got like what, $575 off 2 cards?
Yeah, similar to yours. I know I would get like, 200 after spending 500, I think on 2 different cards, and then 300 after spending 1,000. And then like Roderick stated, as far as like getting cash back on grocery, gas, and eating out at restaurants, those are your biggest expenses right there. And so I also have a card where I get 3% on online shopping, and we're always on Amazon, so just an easy way for your everyday. I mean, you're literally making money every day. You might get like 60 cents back on a purchase, or but then on those bigger purchases, like I had to pay for my national board exam. That was a $500 exam. I got 3% back on $500.
What's that, $15?
I don't know. I don't.
And I mean, single purchases, it sounds small, but it really adds up.
It adds up quick.
It adds
very
up
quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah. And then you can redeem it as like a credit card credit to go towards your bill, and that lowers your bill. Bills that you're gonna pay anyway. If you don't plan on paying your bill, don't do this. But and then also too, you could just have it directly routed to your bank account if that's what you want to do. Right
now we have one card, and I think we have the same, like 5 to 6 cards. We have the same cards.
Yeah.
So right now we have one card that's doing 5% on restaurants and PayPal. So anytime I'm buying something online, hey, I'm gonna pay with PayPal, with my PayPal account using this card. I get 5% cash back. Anytime we go to a restaurant, I'm gonna use this card. They give us 5% cash back. It adds up over time. We have another 5% card that's giving 5% on grocery.
Yeah.
We have a card with 3% rotating. Well, they don't rotate. You can actually choose. Mine right now is in gas, and yours is in
online shopping,
online purchases. I have a card. That's where we differ. You have 5, I have 6. I have a card that gives 2% on everything, so I never make less than 2% cash back. Other cards, we have a 3% grocery card, which we're not using right now because we get 5% on grocery. So it's just doing those things right there. This has been an overtime thing. I didn't get 6 cards in 1 month.
Yeah.
Now, I did get 6 cars in about 2 years.
Yeah, same.
People look at you crazy for that too, but you also have to understand that, anytime you sign up for a card, your credit score may take, 2 to 3 point ding, which is okay to us because we know when we're gonna actually need our credit for big purchases, whether it's a house or a car. We actually bought a car recently, and we needed our credit scores, and they were just fine. I topped out at, I think mine was 751, and yours was like 745, 748. So, we were able to get the best interest rates there are. So we're not jacking up our credit scores doing this. You're doing it smart, controlled, one at a time. And, we're not churning, we're not closing them and turning them back on. We're just using the rewards the best we can. And this
keeping our balances low, paying it off before the closing date and that kind of thing.
And this is passive income. We're not doing anything special.
Yeah.
Besides knowing which card to use.
Yeah.
When we go
that
in the
takes
store.
some brain power. You get used to it.
That's very little. But yeah, this is passive. It's passive. You do nothing to get this. It's free money. So we just wanted to tell you all about this because it's something that we do. Again, we're telling you the things that we do because we're on the road to financial independence, trying to gain our financial freedom.
And now we understand that it's not advised by a lot of people. There are some financial gurus that we follow that are totally against credit cards. They think that, everyone, kind of lump everyone into this big bubble of you can't use them responsibly. And it is kind of like, tempting, I guess, but you have to practice self-control and all that good stuff. So, if you feel like you have that ability to not go crazy, the average American is swallowed in credit card debt, but that won't be you.
That won't be. And it's also personal finance, and personal finance is just that, it's personal.
Yeah.
Know what you can and can't do. Know your amount of control. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But for the ones that can't be responsible, it's passive. We do nothing to get it. So, we just want to pass that idea on to you. Hopefully you can leave us some other ideas in the comments. Like, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear. We're here trying to pass on ideas, and we want to get ideas from you all too. We don't know it all. We just want to have fun learning and be with you all on our way to financial freedom.
Yeah. So, once again, this is Therapeutic Finance. Like and subscribe. Leave comments. We want to hear from you. And thanks for tuning in.